Blap. Oh my god. Oh crap. And I just got achievements too. 2 achievements actually because it was so much money. Oh my god. And I got 5 skill points. What the hell? Hey guys, Hexon here. Thanks so much for stopping by the channel to hang out with me for a bit. Today we're checking back into Gambler's Table. I actually did a video on this one already, and I had a comment that was talking about wanting to see what the end game looks like and the skill tree and everything like that. So figured I'd do a revisit here. I did get most of everything done. I have most of the achievements, but some of the late game stuff is just like mega intensive with like all this money and stuff. So I definitely got my enjoyment out of the game, but let's look at what a more crazy nuts version looks like. Here's some of the tables. You start with wooden table, doesn't have any kind of affixes on it. Poker table seems to be the best baseline one. You just have a 7% chance at getting 10 times the value. Altar table is about your skull tokens, which that's all just for hats, and you get to keep money between runs. That's actually a good way to get one of the achievements by doing stuff without getting helpers or something like that. Glass table, you can't click coins, but that makes your helpers better. Clicking coins, though, is how you get most of the money, so I haven't actually used that one. And then, again, here's a few that I don't have, but let's hop into it. And as always, if you dig the content, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will show you guys a couple of things on what the late game is looking like. So obviously, you see, not like a fresh run. I already got some stuff going on. What the hell is it? I'll show you. So again, don't have all the skill tree done. That's okay. Some of the stuff honestly isn't worth it until, I mean, you get it and then it's helpful, but it's not the end of the world if you don't have it. So you start with this one. It's the one you have to go with. This one is super huge and awesome. You start with 3 copper coins, 2 silver coins, and 1 gold coins. That just lets you start steamrolling from the very beginning. That one is all about silver coins. I haven't tried it out, but it's honestly not that great. It's kind of cool, but it's not that great. Angel lets you get 3 times the amount, which is kind of tied to the, I don't know, the meta thing you're supposed to do, which I'll explain momentarily. This guy gives you _4 for everything you manually click. This guy just increases value after you flip so many on the wrong one. And Lucky Echo is kind of cool. It lets you get a thing in the shop that just allows for double hops or triple. Actually, it does like string together, so it's pretty cool. Platinum coins, just a better coin. This is a permanent upgrade. When you get rid of it, you actually get 3% permanent buff, so that's just always going. I'll show you that as well. Oxidation, this is one of the core parts of the main way to make money. After you don't touch a coin for 1.5 minutes, it gets oxidized, and then when you do flip it, it gets 1,000 times its value on copper. Aura makes gold coins give other things more, and then this one does it even more. That's just a diamond coin. It was cool. I messed around with it a little bit. You can like undo your points and redo whenever you want. But again, it's not the main way to make money. So I'll explain that real quick, and then I'll show you guys the run. So you need a couple of things. You need to have oxidizing to make the copper worth so much. And you need to have, wait, hang on. Ooh, okay, there we go. I didn't realize I accidentally clicked off so many points. Yeah, because I undid that and it undid those. Ooh, that scared me. So oxidizing makes the copper worth a ton. And then gold coin makes the surrounding value of coins double. And that's just on all your golds. So you don't want to flip your golds. You don't want to flip your copper or your golds, especially because this one has to remain unflipped for 5 minutes, which is kind of a long time to just sit around and wait. So ideally, you're just not going to flip your gold coins at all. And then that makes it by 3 times. And then you need this guy, this thief. Every now and then a thief will wander across the table, and if you catch him, you multiply earnings by 10 for, I think it's like 30 seconds or so. There's actually a little timer. And so you wait for all of this to start to happen, and then once he goes, you click him, and then you just try and flick all your copper coins while they're around the angel, and then that's all the money. I think I do have to sacrifice real quick to actually make those happen, since I was showing you guys the redo of points and everything. So all right, and I love that animation anyways. That animation's always so cool. All right, cool. So I got all that. So we can start normal just by flipping stuff. Actually, I have to have my tactics. So when you start getting everything rolling, you want to make sure that certain things ignore clicks. Like for now, I'll click everything because I have no money and I need to get money. But once you get the ball rolling on your strategy, you want to make sure you're never clicking your gold coins. I mean, you always have the 100% buff, but you only get that 3 times buff if it doesn't get clicked within 3 minutes, or sorry, 5 minutes. So we always get a ton of money at the start, so we'll just kind of mass buy a bunch of stuff. Honestly, for how high these go up, I mean, they only go up to 100, but I would like them to put in like a buy 5, buy 10 kind of thing. All right, get some more money. Really, I just got to be flipping the gold coin. That's why that pocket change is so good, because like the gold coin, yeah, worth 13k, or if it pops by him, it's worth more, or if you get lucky on the poker table, then you get, you know, just a crap ton of money. And actually, let's just buy one of each so far, because now that platinum coin is going to be the money maker until we can get rolling. And honestly, the way that I usually do it, because after I did the video, it was funny. I wanted to like mass record a bunch of videos to get scheduled out, and this was the very first one of the day that I started playing. And I usually shoot for about like 30 minutes to an hour for my videos. And I ended up playing this for like another 5 or 6 hours after. I was like, well, I did it bad. I was supposed to be productive today. But the way I usually do it is like I'll get up to something like 500,000 or 1 million. Then I'll just be like, okay, let's dump the 1 million into whatever at a time until I run out. And then I'll just flip again until I get to something relatively quick. Like getting up to 1 million won't be hard because I have the platinum coin here. So we'll get up to the 1 million and boom. And then I'll do it again. But I guess for the time being, let's be productive. Let's tell my helpers to actually do some shit. And then I'll also get the upgrades to make it to where they can pick up all of them at least and get the shock waves. Okay, at this point though, the copper being at a gajillion times is going to be helpful. So let's actually make them stop touching the coppers. Or no, wait, hang on. Yeah, it's if it's manually flipped. So they can still touch the coppers and the golds, but you can't manually flip them is what it is. Let's double check, make sure I'm not being a fib. When every gold coin remains unflipped by your cursor for at least 5 minutes. Yeah, okay, so they can still flip them for funsies. But I need to ignore copper and gold. Gold is going to stay on forever. The copper, you will untap this. Well, depends on if you want to do manual clicks or the glide. But you'll untap that when you see that they're all oxidized. Or when you get the thief to pop up. Ooh. There's that little permanent one, the visitor, if you can see. I've cleared him 130 times, so I'm at 390%. Oh, and here we go. It's not going to be super great right now because stuff is not worth a lot of money. I don't even have the auto glide. But once that happens, then you'll want to take off your ignore clicks for your copper, and you want to go around and click all your copper, your oxidized copper. And ideally, you would want them to be around this guy, but he takes like 5 or 10 seconds to move. And if you see the thief, here's the thief countdown. It's just, I don't know, maybe that's mid-maxing, but it's a little annoying to me. So while that's rolling, we'll just keep flipping everything. The thief does multiply all of your income. It's just that the oxidized copper is like the majority of your income. All right, so we'll go back to ignoring. Let's buy some normal upgrades here. I want to make sure I can get the glides. These are so you don't have to manually click. You just hover over. Grab all the lucky echoes. All right. Now I have a crap ton of money. Let's make these guys more productive and make sure my tactics are good on the glide. So I'm ignoring copper and I'm ignoring gold. Cool. And then again, once that thief pops up or once they're all oxidized, then you'll unclick that and then you'll just hover over everything. All right, let's spend all my money here. Just get a crap ton of copper coins, and that is unfortunately not a ton of money yet, but that's okay. Get back up to 1 million, and then I'll spend it on all the silvers. And again, I'll just kind of go down the line here until we're back up to a crazy board. And to the guy that was commenting wanting to know what the end game looked like, this is a pretty good look of what it looks like with the shock wave going off and just bouncing everything up. You get to a point where you're making a lot more money, of course, but this is a pretty good indicator. So, yeah, got 3 mil again. Let's just buy a shit ton of gold. Obviously, it's getting less and less as we go up to more expensive upgrades. Got the millions again. And they are flipping the gold, right? Hyper focus. Yeah, you guys are doing everything. Shockwaves are good for everything. Okay, cool. Alright, and buy some more platinum. Got a few coins, not too bad. I'll buy another one, why not? They can't even flip the platinum yet. I have to, you have to buy like, I think you have to have 5 of a coin before it unlocks a couple of coin related upgrades. So now they should be able to flip it. Oh no, wait, they can already flip it. You guys are dinguses. Why are you not flipping the platinums? Yeah, you guys can flip the platinums. Actually, you don't need to be flipping the coppers, because they're not going to get the oxidized bonus anyways. You also don't need the silvers. But yeah, you can do golds and platinums. That way the shockwaves will still set them all off. Alright, and then we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to spend our millions per thing. And then here's where the money's really going to start coming in, because we're making our copper worth a ton of money. It's also really cool, too, because after you get, like, I think it's like 90 copper coins. It's a different threshold for each coin type. But I want to say it's 90 for copper. You unlock another upgrade. Yeah, copper coin 90. You unlock another upgrade that's like an end-all, be-all, and it just crazy high multiplier on whatever it is. Oh, alright, there's the thief. So we're going to take off, ignore hovering. Black. And now we do this. And look, I'm already in the billions. I have lots of money. Give me money. Money me. Money now. I made that joke in the last video, but it's just such a good scene from It's Always Sunny. I love it. So one of the things you can do if you really care about min-maxing, since you see the timer on the thief in the bottom right, you could just hang out around your angel for the ×3 and follow him as he moves, and then in the last like 5 or 10 seconds you can switch over to just hitting everything. Alright, thief bonus is gone, so we're going to put ignore back on, so that way these guys can start oxidizing again. And also, if you can't see all the golds, they're doing their thing after 5 minutes now. Looks like amoebas or something. Alright, now I got 10 bill. There's probably a specifically ideal thing that I could do, but I'm still just going to lean into the copper. We will buy a bunch more copper coins, though, because that is direct correlation to money as well. Oh, and hey, I hit the over 90. Oh, another visitor. There it is, Copper Ascendancy. Copper coins give plus a gajillion monies, reaching its full earning potential. I don't remember if I ever actually got that or not, because I feel like once you get that, it'd be crazy. But I just got 10 billion from the one, so it, you know, that's still a lot to save up 500 bill, you know. All right, we'll keep on buying through some of these upgrades. I still got 71 mil, so let's go to alchemy. Click, 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 click. It's a clicker, kind of. And I'm not even clicking the coins always. Clicking some of the coins. They're also clicking. So also, though, because I have that upgrade that's ×4 on your clicks, you also don't want the helpers to take too much. I'm sure there's a good balance, but I don't know. I like them to be being productive while I'm going through my menus and upgrades and things like that. Copper alchemy is pretty expensive now. So we'll switch over to a different upgrade. Quick copper, I don't think is fully necessary. The copper already flips pretty quick, but I guess technically, yeah, the sooner it hits the ground, the more money you're going to make. So it is technically more, but they're already so fast. Then Lucky Echo's 100 mil. All right, start powering up the silver. All right. And then silver's only really flipping, they're flipping from the shockwaves, from the bigger coins, and they're flipping if I'm hovering over them as well. Alright, going to transmutation, which is 50% more on the value. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, I don't even know how I got another 70 million. I wasn't even paying any attention. And we'll go to silver coin flip speed, which is cool because the silvers definitely take a hot minute to flip. So do the golds. But again, like I'm not clicking the golds and silvers really too much. But it does still affect it with them coming out of the air. Alright, 86 mil. Hop over to gold. Oh, got a visitor. Thank you. What am I up to on visitor? 400% now? Hell yeah, 408. That's what's up. What was I doing? Gold bounty. Oh, and there's another thief. Good timing. Alright, ignore hovering. So we're going to click him, ignore hovering, and then bam. See how much money we get. Alright, now that I got all the upgrades on the copper, yeah, I'm at 116 bill. Actually, dude, that's so much money. I wonder if I should save up for the 500 bill. And I still got 15 seconds, but I've also gotten all the oxidized coins too. So it's not like I'm getting a lot of money now. Alright, cool. And that's also kind of like where you're at. It's like your litmus, right? Because yeah, even if I start spending a bunch of all that money on all these upgrades, I'm still going to roughly get about a little under 200 bill per thief, right? Because the value of the copper is not going to change unless I spend the money on visitor. These guys, which I could, and that will affect it a little bit, but certainly not as much as that if I did save up. Only thing is, I'd have to do 3 of them, and if you're like not doing this for a video, if you're not streaming or something, it's fine, because you could just let it go and wait for a thief to show up. It's not super fun, but you can. I'm not going to do that to you guys, otherwise we'd just be staring here and not even buying upgrades. And yeah, it wouldn't be really much of a good time. Although, let's see if we can do any hats. Yeah, I got all the small tier hats. I got all those hats, and I'm still missing a lot of these hats because I can't. Because it takes 120,000 coins for one. But I do have 3 of them. A couple huge cool shout-outs to. A lot of these are just fun and cool. But if you guys did watch my other video, you'll see that there is a Cade. Where is he? There we go. Hey, Cade. Wake up, buddy. But there's also an Idle Cub. Where is he at? Idle Cub is one of my favorite YouTubers to watch do incrementals and things of that nature. Where is he at? Is it under... it is! Yeah, look, there's Cub. It's so cool. I don't know if there's any other YouTubers or not, because he was in the 2nd tier. Cade was in the 1st tier, so there might be more in the 3rd tier that I don't know. Or there might be YouTubers I don't know the name of, like Quinn Milkies. I don't know what that means, but that sounds like it could be a YouTuber. And yeah. And then you can always just randomize those as well. Alright, yeah, let's spend money on... Yeah, let's just make the 190 mil, 38 mil. Let's do this. That gets more expensive faster, but still. Oh, damn, 1 off from max, and I still got 47 bill. Oh yeah, let's go. I'm not accidentally clicking my copper, right? Okay, cool. And then do the same thing here. And that's 6 off. Cool. And then we'll keep on running the same thing until, oh, what was that? Oh, okay. Then we'll keep running the same thing until another thief pops up. And as you can see, even with all the money I've already gained, I'm still not even close to getting the next skill point. That is why I don't have all of the skill tree done or all of the tables unlocked, because it does get to a tedious point. I enjoyed this game a lot, and it is super fun and satisfying, and like hearing all of these coin flips. Like, let's just take a second to appreciate the coin flip sound. Pretty damn nice. Pretty good. But, like, it still gets to a point where I'm like, okay, alright, I had to move on to something else. Alright, we got 9 bill. Let's see, what were we... Well, let's do the Lucky Echoes for sure. What were we buying? We were buying gold or something, right? Okay, we stopped here. Alright, let's chuck all the money here. Gold's still good on what it's worth. I don't know. Here, is someone going to flip? Was that 34k for a gold? Or was that like something else flipping by it? It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell what's going on after a minute. Gold velocity, sure, why not? And platinum. And the diamond coin, again, like, it's cool to have another coin. And don't get me wrong, like, your first diamond coin, yeah, like, you just start shooting through the roof with money. But it's just so expensive to upkeep. Like, it's billions just to add another coin and to do the upgrades on its value and stuff. It's, I don't know, maybe mega late game, it's worth it. But it just takes so... It takes so many thief procs just to even start upgrading your diamond coins. I'm curious on this one. I haven't gotten 20 helpers. That shit gets really expensive, so I don't know what this does. I guess we can also make them a little more helpful. Very curious about that, but the helpers get very expensive. Like, it's already 6 bill just for my 15th one, right? Alright, let's go more into platinum again. And I still got, okay, over a bill. Hell yeah. Oh, another, man, I feel like these, the visitors are popping up like way more than they were last time I played. And honestly, I feel like the platinums slip kind of fast, so never know if that's necessarily worth it. But yeah, so we'll do, we'll wait for one more thief just to see what that money makes it up to. And, oh, and there's the thief. All right, ready to ignore hovering after I click him. Blap, and money. Money time. Give me the money. All right. Oh man, I think I got not as lucky with some of my other RNG, like some of the oxidized copper being by the gold or being in the angel, because, oh no, I lied. 500 bill. Hell yeah, I also lied. We are not going to end the video there because I'm going to buy the copper upgrade, and also we're damn near next to another skill tree, so hell yeah. Okay, and thief's done. What the hell is a copper going to be worth just by itself? Oh, there's a visitor. Alright, hang on. Let's try and see some copper popping off. I can't tell. 9.4 mil, I think, for one copper, like without any kind of upgrades, I think. 74 bill. Yeah, damn, 150 bill just for 17th helper. How much does it cost to get that 20th helper? Holy crap, that's crazy. Alright, I think we can definitely get the rest of those. Yep, and then we can buy more silver. And then you get the same thing with all the coins as well. Like, now that we're at 60, it might give us the indicator. Nope, still helper. 64, because you can only buy 70 silver coins. Oh, or did I actually already get it? Yeah, I did. Silver Dominion, 1 trillion. And it gives the copper another, what, 20k? Yeah. So, definitely haven't done that. We will grab another Lucky Echo. And actually, we're just good to go. I kind of want to see what another thief would be worth with that crazy copper upgrade we got. But there's no telling how long it's going to take until he shows up. He's random. That's one small thing I wish that there was. Either, like, you could call him in, or maybe he had a cooldown that was visible. So that way you could kind of let it do its idle action and just kind of let it roll, and you know, oh shit, I got to be prepared in 4 minutes or something. Because he doesn't stay on the board forever. Like, if you don't click him, he will disappear. Same thing with the visitors, I believe. Alright. Then I wonder what even the next best one would be. Because again, what strategy I showed you there, that's like the meta for making money. But obviously, these other things are cool and helpful too. Like, what's this one? Flipping any of your coins with your cursor will randomly flip another one of the same type. Okay, cool. That's just going to speed up money gain, right? These missile launcher guys are cool. These are all like special helpers. Or I think just these two. These ones help the helpers. Yeah, missile, helper, riding on a missile that will flip all coins in an area, which is pretty cool. This one is the same thing, but it counts as your click, so you'd get the 4 times, but you'd also ruin the oxidation of your copper, and that 5-minute thing for your gold as well. What's this one again? That's 5 times after not clicking for 5 minutes. See, that's also like, you're just waiting a while without being productive, which is cool if you're trying to train it more like an idler, right? All right, cool. Well, I think that's a good stopping point, gang. Again, I wanted to do this video. Oh, no, there's a thief. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Oh, my God, here's the thief. Okay, ignore on the copper. Blap. Oh, my God. Oh, crap. And I just got achievements, too. 2 achievements, actually, because it was so much money. Oh, my God. And I got 5 skill points. What the hell? Oh, holy shit. And it's still going. It's still going. Oh man, I think I've ran out of most of the oxidized ones because I'm like right at the edge of a 6th skill point. Holy crap, dude. That was sick. Okay, I'm so glad that I actually waited for a second and I'm about to get that 6th skill point. Damn, dude. That was cool. Who knew? Man, I got burnt out just before I was able to basically actually complete the game. And if I was on, there's one for, there's a table you unlock for getting so much money with only copper coins. Great way to do that is by doing the altar table and then keeping 10% of your money, right? And obviously I'm in the trillions. Jesus, dude. Okay, let's see if we can buy the helpers. Oh, we could. Just so I can see what the freaking upgrade is. Insomnia. A helper instantly wakes up when falling asleep, keeping productivity uninterrupted. That's crazy that I had to spend trillions to get this, and it only costs 5 billion. Okay. Let's see if we unlock any tables, and then we'll call it there. Let's grab all of the ones that are related to percentage increase. I don't really be waking up the guys that much. I mean, tempo, that's nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what is this again, community? Every time you get any helper, you get another one. Oh my god, I don't think I remember clicking that. landing tails with a diamond coin with your cursor makes them generate more money per stack. Ah, that's good too. Getting the extra helpers, it just sounds cool and hectic, so I would like to do that. Let's undo this one. Grab the helper. Sacrifice. Consuming everything. And did I get a table? I think all the other tables have like caveats to them. It's not just earn money. Yeah, and that's exactly why I haven't done it. Yeah, this one's a bunch of money without purchasing a helper, which honestly doesn't sound too bad. And that one's a bunch more money on the wooden table, so just with having no bonuses. Oh, I think that's probably the one that you want to do with altar table. And then this one's earn a bunch of money with only purchasing copper coins. Which again, if you're not doing something like off the altar table, it would probably just take a long time. But yeah, okay, cool. I'm glad that thief popped up before we actually ended the video, because that was sick watching all that kind of money happen. But as always, I appreciate you guys for stopping by to hang out with me for a bit on the channel. If you dig the content, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Love you now, bye.